What's up, ladies and gentlemen, on the internet? Stan here. Now, I wanted to talk about something. Now, I'll preface this, and most of you know this, I don't normally talk about trauma because, A, I live mostly in the meat space, and B, I'm autistic, so dealing with, like, a lot of stressful shit, or dealing with things, isn't my forte. But this is a more interesting way that the first week of the new year can start out. Now, many of you have, you really have to, not been on the internet to hear about this, but Logan Paul, or as I think was best coined by the amazing atheist, Caligula Paul, because I think that's a much better name. I mean, the way he's acting makes sense. Was visiting Japan and went to the Suicide Forest. Now, for those of you who don't know, the Suicide Forest is an area near Mount Fuji in Tokyo, yes, it's a place near Tokyo, near Mount Fuji, where people are often reported to have gone to suicide. Legend says that the place is haunted by both the dead and yokai, or I guess you call them spirits or demons. There's no quite real good English direct translation of that, but suffice to say, they were going through to see the haunting stuff. Now, apparently, he broke the law because, according to Japanese, or maybe it's just Tokyo law, which would be the Kanto law. So many Pokemon references. You're not allowed to go off the trail because you get hurt or whatever. But he went off trail. They found a dead body. And he's, it's like, oh my God, but he starts laughing. And so his claim was he was using it to deal with stress, which is, to be fair, not an unheard of thing. I've met guys who are in the military who say, yeah, I get stressed, during stressful situations, we would usually tell, dark humor, like gallows humor, which makes sense. It's how you keep your sanity. But to be fair, this wasn't the first time he was, acting immature. I mean, you've seen this shit, really? But this is not the end of our story. No, one YouTuber by the name of Brenda Scully, who you may know from, the now defunct SourceFed group, who's from Japan, basically did a whole thing about how this was destructible, laughing, showing the body. Because, what if this is how the parents found out about their kid? And that would kind of suck. I mean, and what led on to this more was that his fans, who I honestly, this part I think that basically Logan Paul is the Dalai Lama of the douche bro, of the I want to say douche bros, but it doesn't. The bro dudes, that's the word I'm saying, bro dudes, or dude bros. And, no, I like douche bros better. That feels right. So, they all started attacking Arena because, they push, and I'm just saying this, I got nothing against Asians. They were doing a whole, ching chong, typical, saying go back to your country kind of thing, just because she was, raining on their parade because she was saying this is wrong. Like most dude bros, dude, you understand? It was just, this is, she knows the culture, and she's clearly who's giving commentary. Someone who's, intimately familiar with it. And you go off on her because she says this is wrong. Motherfucker, you are an asshole. But this, again, there's more. Apparently, there's evidence that he was being kind of an asshole in Japan in general. I think Philip DeFranco, which I kind of got some research from, and I did some more research, that, when you're visiting a country, you are a guest. And much like being a guest at a house, you don't make a mess, and you try to be as polite as possible. That's what happens when you're a tourist. And he was doing stuff like, you know, I don't know how to say it. Like he spoken like basically English like at some people, or like using, you know, what you might call like, yeah, I call it English. I think that's probably the best word I'm looking for. It's the kind of cringe. And now I get why. See, what happens is when you have audience like that, which, you know, if I had his audience, dude, he had daily, he has 16,000 people join. Motherfucker, I would kill to have that many subs. Just 16,000, by the way, go spread the word about it. But he, his fans, you know, they're toxic motherfuckers. The sad part is, again, I think that there's an inner douchebag in all of us, and a lot of, but some people are a lot more external of a douchebag, and you know, fuck, you know, what's more, honestly, sorry, I'm just running out of thoughts because the stupidity. I honestly feel just evoking his name is really sapping my brain cells and making me feel like a goddamn moron. Like, no, dude, it's just a video, bro. Anyway, that's kind of my thoughts on it. And if you guys have any more thoughts, you know, leave a comment. But by the way, closing thought I just thought of. This is just a little add-on. Another people who did commentary on with the clips of the video got taken down, whereas his video was, no, it's fine, he got to which, again, I've titled it as, this just goes to prove that YouTube has double standards for their golden boys. Lucky for us, one of their golden boys is an edgelord. I'm not about you, Pewdie. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like if you enjoyed this video. And if you're a hater, fuck off, man. This is what I do. Haters gonna hate? I ain't gonna give a fuck. Peace out.